Because as a father, I hate these scenes of kids being killed in Gaza. It's horrific, right? We all know it's horrific.
But are they a terrorist organisation, though?
I'm about to explain to you what I think my position is. My position is, after what happened on October the 7th, it was so barbaric, so disgusting.
So you can kill children?
Well, no, what you can do...
That's exactly what terrorists say, by the way.
Let me answer your question.
This is not a debate. This is someone else becoming the host of the show and now interviewing you. I thought we're being interviewed. Mohammad, you and I are being interviewed. You're not here to interview him.
You're going to have your chance.
Mohammad, you can put it down.
Don't make him lose control of his own show. You do this all the time. I'm not going to let it happen tonight.
All right, Rabbi Shmuley, let me answer...
Please have respect for the...
No. Stop interviewing the interviewer and be respectful.
Let me respond.
In this video, Rabbi Shmuley is an absolute Israel agent whom Israel is giving money for no reason, because this dumb guy cannot even defend their boss Israel with facts and only yells when he loses the argument. In this video, Rabbi Shmuley just crossed the absolute line of lying, but that didn't last for long. Here, Palestinian activist Mohammad Hijab and Piers Morgan tear him apart throughout the whole video. I can promise you, you will like the entire conversation. So let's watch together.
Is it a terrorist organisation or not?
No.
Why not?
I do not believe so.
They kill civilians for political objectives.
You have to let me answer.
Go ahead.
Okay. Here's my answer to that. When Hamas did what they did, two things. One, Hamas knew exactly what Israel's response would be. They knew they would come incredibly hard back.
I don't absolve them.
Wait a minute. I'm not absolving anybody.
I'm not absolving them.
Yeah, okay.
I'm saying the West Bank is West Hamas.
I know.
West Hamas.
You have to let me answer.
You've got 44 children killed like this in the West Bank.
This is ridiculous.
Wait a minute, Rabbi Shmuley.
Before he did this debate, he went on X on Twitter and said, I'm only doing it if there's equal time. And then he is violating that. I never asked for equal time. I just want to be heard. But he won't even let me be heard. Let me explain something to you. You said in a video the other day, and you can look me in the eye, you said that Jews are now trembling. Mohammed, I am not. No, don't interrupt me. I am not trembling. It's all on my Instagram page. Now, you see this yarmulke? It means that I represent something. I'm an ambassador. You're an ambassador of Islam. You are talking about a religion that started the world's first universities, educated women. Fatima started the first university in the 9th century in Fez, Morocco.
Irrelevant.
Now we have a man who says that he's a representative of Islam.
He's meant to be speaking to you.
He goes to Speaker's Corner. He speaks about whether 5-year-old girls are old enough for sex. He says that gay men are dying of AIDS as a punishment from God. And I'm sorry to have to say this to the listeners, that blood is gushing from their backsides. They're better off. You know what it is? Because you are desecrating a great religion. Now let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it's here. Because he will defend Hamas. I will. He will defend Hamas's butchery, savagery. He doesn't care that Hamas is an abomination to Islam because Islam,
but he hasn't done that.
The children in Gaza are dying because Hamas uses them as bulletproof vests.
Okay.
The United States and France and England said yesterday that the Al-Shifa hospital is a military base.
Okay.
It has a tiny veneer.
Let him have his minute.
It has a tiny veneer of emergency rooms.
Okay. A minute.
But underneath all of it is a military base.
You have a minute.
And let me tell you something. If it's true that any of these countries care about the Muslims in Gaza because they believe what he's saying, that Israel's killing them, this is a map of all the countries that took place last week in Riyadh to save the Palestinians of Gaza from Israel. Do you know how many? That's Israel, a tiny thing. You know how many of them took in even one Palestinian from Gaza? Zero, nothing. Look at that map. Because they want to. The Arabs want to see. The Arabs want to see Hamas. Don't intimidate me. Don't bully me. What is the definition of genocide? What's the definition?
I said if you do.
You always claim to be an academic. You're always touting your Oxford credentials. What is the definition of
conditional?
Genocide is where. Genocide is where.
You'll be genocidal.
Genocide is where you target an ethnicity for extinction. Ethnicity, side, murder.
Yes, if you do it. If you kill 3 million Palestinians, are you genocidal or not? If you kill 3 million Palestinians, are you genocidal or not?
Don't speak over each other.
There are 1.8 million Muslim Arabs who live in total peace in Israel as equal citizens. In fact, Israel practiced reverse discrimination against the Jews because the Jews are conscripted to fight Hamas. So, if Israel, excuse me, no, you will not interrupt me. If Israel, you will not interrupt me. You will not interrupt me. You will not interrupt me. You will not bully me. You will not interrupt me. I am not afraid of you. Stop saying the Jews tremble. Now, let me be clear. Let me be clear.
We're getting nowhere if you shout over each other.
Well, then you need to control your guests with all due respect.
I don't think anyone could come up with a worse explanation than Rabbi Shmuley. Honestly, I never even imagined he would claim that Hamas uses children as bulletproof vests. Guys, what do you think? If Hamas really used children as bulletproof vests, then when the Israeli army is shooting at kids, shouldn't there be Hamas agents behind them? But no one has ever found. Only their innocent companions, their parents, people used to love those kids who are left to suffer for the rest of their lives, who lost their children in front of their eyes, are only found behind them, not any Hamas agent. To be honest, it's painful to even think about how people like Rabbi Shmuley can lie about the lives of those innocent children. Guys, share your opinion and your point of view in the comments. I want to know what you think about Shmuley's opinion on this one.
Okay, he said
he
said equal time, and there's no equal time. Now,
there's no equal time.
If Israel was interested in a genocide of the Palestinians, why do they have 1.8 million equal Arab Muslim citizens who are in the Israeli Supreme Court, who are 1/3 of the medical profession? Do you know that an Arab judge put the president of Israel in jail for accused rape? That was Moshe Katsav. That's how little Israel's an apartheid state, genocidal state. This man sitting next to me, Mohammad Hijab, will not distinguish between self-defense when Hamas comes to brutalize and murder your people versus when an army like Britain, like France, stops, retaliates to simply protect their citizens. You don't believe that Jews should have a right to defend themselves?
Hey, I'm really sorry to interrupt, but I cannot actually hold myself to make a comment on this. Like, I know many Israeli people also watch my videos, but I want to ask to you guys that, hey, if you actually sending this guy to defend Israel, I think you need to change the agent, because like if someone being this much respectful, you can see Mohammad Hijab, he was so respectful, and even after this much of humiliation, so much yelling in the ear, this guy is so calm. But I don't know, for no reason, here you can see that Mohammad Hijab is not even talking that much, but here Rabbi Shmuley is just crossing all the line by yelling continuously. Like, yes, if you have any opinion, just make it, but that doesn't mean you just yell without any reason. Even Piers Morgan also felt disgusted by his actions and the way he's behaving. I would really like to know what do you think about his behavior towards the guest and at the same time the host. Do you think this is the right way to make your point of view? Let me know in the comments. I would really like to know what you think.
Say it outright then say it.
The Jews have the right to defend themselves.
They do.
Yes, they do.
So that's why we have to go.
Everybody has a right to defend themselves.
Has Israel gone too far in its response to the October the 7th terror attacks? Okay, Rabbi Shmuley, you have a minute starting now.
I just came here by taxi and passed a statue of Winston Churchill. That's in the lifetime of our parents, okay? He is the greatest British statesman of the 20th century. You know what he did when he had a genocidal threat, knowing that Hitler wanted to eviscerate, annihilate Britain? He carpet bombed all of Germany, Dresden, Essen, Hamburg. Israel has not even gotten close to that. Israel does not send its Air Force to carpet bomb cities. It sends in its military. I have a friend who died, six children, 39, because he was personally trying to stop a Hamas terror tunnel. Israel is surgical. Israel is only going after the fighters. Israel has opened humanitarian corridors for the Palestinians to go south. Hamas shoots them and makes sure they don't go. Hamas builds its military structures. Right, Shifa Hospital is this much hospital, and it's this much military. They love using Palestinians. And that's why they've stolen their money. They got about $16 billion from the international community. There isn't one bomb shelter in Gaza. They don't care about the civilians at all. Israel's doing the right thing.
Mohammed, you have a minute.
Who is the president that you interviewed, saying that all Palestinians, they are responsible. This man is being more slippery. He's being more slippery than the lubricants that he sells in his daughter's sex shop. And that's the reality of the situation.
Did you really just say that? You know, you seem obsessed with Jewish sex. It's bizarre. Yesterday, you actually spoke about Ben Shapiro's wife.
Yes,
you actually you said to Ben Shapiro, your wife's a carrot. Well, you're more of a man. Is that what you're trying to say?
All right.
Then you said that Jews have BDSM. You're speaking.
And in this point, here Rabbi Shmuley totally being hypocrite, because when you attack him personally, then it's fine. Like you said, he wrote something on Twitter, blah, blah, blah. But when he said something about you, that's when you couldn't take it. Like, this is a hypocrisy I think Rabbi Shmuley should left behind. Otherwise, it will be very hard for people to believe him. And there is a video in my channel where he actually argued with Senkugur. I want you to check that video as well. Then you will going to understand this guy cannot take any kinds of criticism, but he can criticize people, but when it's come to him, then he totally disagree to accept any of those criticism.
About
get it
sexual
back?
lubricants while people are dying. You know, Mohammed, get your head out of the Jewish bedroom. It's really bizarre.
Can we get it? Can we get it?
Let me be
Anyway.
clear.
No.
Sexual lubricants? How embarrassing.
You sell dildos, don't you?
Listen,
Can we get it
how
back?
You sell dildos,
how
don't you?
Can we get it back to the
You speak-
topic?
You speak about 5-year-old girls being
No, I
ready
don't.
for
Guys,
sex.
come on,
Listen, let's
You're
go
a liar.
back. Let's
You're
go back to
a liar.
the issue.
You're a liar.
Let's go back to the
ask
issue.
a
Let's go back to the issue.
Let me ask a question.
Why are you shaking? I've got vibrator in your pocket.
Come on, it's a serious debate.
I think he's got one of his daughter's
Mohammed,
vibrators in his
come on,
pocket.
leave it, please.
He does.
You are
No,
just...
I don't disagree with you that so far it seems to me,
Yes.
obviously,
Yes.
a fact that many, many more Palestinian civilians, innocent people, are getting killed as retribution by the Israelis for what happened on October the 7th. That's indisputable, right? Their argument is that they're going after a terror organization, Hamas, and unfortunately in war, as Rabbi Shmuley correctly said about what Churchill did in World War II.
Churchill was wrong.
A lot of
Churchill was wrong.
Was he a war criminal?
Yes, he was. Yes, he
right.
was.
Churchill was a war
Yes, he
criminal.
was. Churchill is a war
Were all
criminal.
the British
Let me
people
do
who
the
lived there
Churchill was a war criminal.
Okay,
Let me do
and
the
George
question.
VI was George VI
All
war
of them
criminal?
war criminals.
George
Like
VI
it's
war
like all of them.
criminal.
Yes, of
So
course.
anyone that,
his
hang on,
grave-
Yes,
Rabbi
war
Shmuley.
criminal, war
Let me
criminal.
ask. So let me get this
Absolutely.
straight. You think
Collective punishment.
You think Winston Churchill
Was a war criminal, yes.
in standing up to the Nazis
By killing the
who
babies.
killed 12 million people?
I believe he was a war
that
criminal.
by doing what he did was a war criminal.
By killing in Dresden and Hamburg.
It's-
By indiscriminate killing. Collective punishment. My morality says that's impossible.
Okay, that means the British people who
That's
supported
impossible.
him
Can't
and
kill
voted him
children.
in, they were
My
also...
morality says that's
just a second,
impossible.
just a second.
That's what I
But
believe,
the British
yes.
people...
Yeah.
You believe he was a war criminal?
Yes.
So therefore, your belief is that no retaliatory action.
No,
by
you
any
can retaliate to the man, not to the babies.
Tell me a war in history
Yes.
where civilians haven't been killed.
No, I'm not saying civilians haven't been killed. It's
Just
about this ratio.
war or
It's about the
otherwise.
ratio. It's
No,
about
no,
the ratio.
What is the ratio?
What about the
What's the
ratio?
100 to 1 is unacceptable.
Actually,
What is the
morally,
ra-
100 to 1 is unacceptable.
actually,
First of all,
morally,
100
you
to
accept.
1.
Okay,
101 is an
101 is
hang
invention.
on, Rabbi Shmuley. So let me give you a ratio.
Yeah.
How many people did the Nazis kill?
I don't know.
You don't
12
know
million.
how
We know
many
six
Nazis
We
killed?
know they killed 6 million
They
Jews in
killed
the
12
Holocaust.
million people.
I don't know, so we don't know.
Including
exactly.
6 million Jews.
Sure,
Right?
sure.
So
12 million
how many died in?
non-combatants.
How many died in Dresden? How many civilians died in Germany? Do you know?
I don't know exactly.
Right. So you don't actually know what you're talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about because
You
I know in
called
Dresden
Churchill-
and Hamburg.
You said
if
it's
he's
about you. Unless I'm wrong.
Yeah, go ahead.
Unless I'm wrong.
Yeah, go
You
ahead.
said it's to do with the
Ratios.
The ratios.
Yes.
But you don't know the ratios. When
No,
you
no,
call,
I know for a fact
You
Dresden
call
and Ham-
Winston Churchill
What
a
are the
criminal.
numbers?
Dresden and Hamburg.
What are the
When you-
numbers? in
Wait a
Dresden and
minute,
Hamburg?
Rabbi Shmuley. When you
Dresden-
call Winston Churchill a criminal,
Yeah, I believe
you're
a war
basing
criminal.
it on ratios you don't even.
At the end of the day, Rabbi Shmuley represents the worst kind of defender for Israel, one who ignores facts and replaces them with shouting and baseless claim. The reality is undeniable. Over the past decades, Israel has killed tens of thousands of Palestinians, many of them women and children, while enforcing a brutal blockade on Gaza that has turned into what even international organizations call an open-air prison. According to the United Nations and Human Rights Watch, more than half of Gaza's population are children, and they are the ones paying the heaviest price under Israeli bombs. Yet, instead of acknowledging the suffering, Rabbi Shmuley spreads propaganda claiming Hamas uses children as shields. If that were true, then why are hospitals filled with injured children but not Hamas fighters? Why do we consistently see destroyed schools, refugee camps, and UN shelters hit by Israeli airstrikes? Israel's action carpet bombing civilian neighborhoods, cutting off water, electricity, and food, and violating international law cannot be justified, and no amount of yelling from Rabbi Shmuley will change that. His role is clear to cover for Israel's crime by demonizing Palestinians and shifting blame onto the victims. But facts don't lie. The suffering of Gaza is real, documented, and witnessed by the world. That's why Mohammad Hijab and Piers Morgan deserve credit here. Hijab brought the receipts, clear, undeniable arguments that dismantled Shmuley's lies, and Piers, instead of falling into the trap of one-sided propaganda, gave space for the truth to be spoken, that Palestinians are human beings who deserves freedom, dignity, and justice. Unlike Rabbi Shmuley, they refuse to normalize the killing of innocent civilians or to excuse Israel's collective punishment of Gaza. History will remember who stood with the oppressed and who defended the oppressors. And after this debate, it's clear that Rabbi Shmuley chose to defend lies and injustice, while Mohammad Hijab and Piers Morgan stood on the side of truth and humanity. Guys, if you like this video, please make sure to like and share this video as much as possible to speak for the truth. And guys, it's a humble request, please, if you can subscribe to this channel. And again, thanks for watching.